All right, financial math classes. Today we're talking about weekly time cards. It might seem silly to go into the math of calculating how many hours you worked on a weekly time card. However, it is important, or actually, let me back up. This might seem silly because all of this is done electronically these days. There's going to be very few jobs out there where they do not have some sort of electronic system that calculates this stuff for you. However, it's important for you to keep your own records to make sure you are getting paid the proper amount. So either if wherever you're working, if they have a time card system where you clock in and clock out, I would recommend getting a copy of those hours so you have it for your own records, or keeping track yourself. If you're going to keep track yourself, this is how you would do it. But it's important for you to keep track of your hours to make sure you are getting paid the proper amount. All right. No one is going to care as much as you do about making sure you get paid the proper amount. All right. So keep track of your own hours, double check to make sure you are getting the money you earn. All right. This is an example of what an old time card would have looked like, where you put the date, the time you come in, the time you go out, so your morning shift, and then you have a lunch break in here, then in and out, and then you do the total. All right. What we're going to do today is your sheet, or actually here, you would total up how much the hours you'd work each day, and then total that up for the hours for the week. All right. This gets a little tedious. There's not a lot of room to work. So we're going to look at what that looks like on the worksheet you'll be doing today. So we have a morning and afternoon shift. You're calculating the total number of hours. What you need to do is figure it out. So you want to think, how many hours is it from 7 to 11? So from 7 to 11, that's 4 hours. 15 to 16, so that's 4 hours and 1 minute. Here, I'll write it like this. So 4 hours, and then 15 and 16, that's 1 minute. All right. From 12 to 6, remember that is 6 hours. 05 to 10, that's 5 minutes. And this is stuff you should be able to do in your head. You can subtract if you need to, but you can figure this stuff out in your head, and then figure the time worked. You add these together. So 4 to 6 is going to be 10 hours. 1 to 5 is 1 minute plus 6 minutes is, or 5 minutes is 6 minutes. So 10 hours, 6 minutes. You could also write it as 10 hours, 6 minutes. That's fine too. I just don't want you getting confused with thinking that it's the time 10:06. All right. So I'll write it as hours and minutes. Let's do another example. All right. So time worked. So from 6 to 11, that is 5 hours. 34 to 41, 41 minus 34 is 7. So 5 hours, 7 minutes. All right. 1 to 5 is 4 hours. 29 to 45. 45 minus 29 is 16. So that's 16 minutes. So then add those together. 5 plus 4 is 9 hours. 7 plus 16 is 23 minutes. All right. And that'll do it for the time card. Again, remember, it's important to keep track of your hours to make sure you are getting paid the money you earn. Yeah, and that'll do it for today.